Downtown outreach workers are urging Calgary's future City Council to increase funding for daytime shelters. A partnership group called the Central Outreach Hub says vulnerable Calgarians are running out of safe places to go and losing out on life-saving resources. Mark Villani has more on the call for help and how it could impact those in need.
Zachary Kiawasu is stocking up on essential items. They might seem simple, but they're part of a program that's saving lives, keeping him away from past struggles with addiction.
There's too much drugs and alcohol going around, and I've seen half of my family die from there, so I'm trying to start over.
Kiawasu is almost a year sober, but he still lines up each day outside the Central United Church. It's where community groups part of the Central Outreach Hub are feeding upwards of 300 people on this Tuesday morning, providing essential health checks and clothing items. Community partners involved say they hope those running for City Council will take notice.
What we're trying to tell them is this model should exist all throughout Calgary.
The Central Outreach Hub says for about $200,000 or about the annual salaries of 2 police officers, it could operate for a full year. It argues that's a small price to pay to treat vulnerable Calgarians with dignity and offer them necessary supports.
Navigating the social sector can be very intimidating and very difficult, and also there's a lot of barriers like language barriers, literacy barriers, and time.
But some say the ongoing opioid crisis, addiction, and mental health struggles are adding to financial challenges. Support for the Indigenous population is also top of mind.
They're getting younger, and we are not supporting them in a good way. We aren't following truth and reconciliation, the calls to action.
It's gotten to the point where it's unsustainable just based on volunteer hours. We need something to help sustain this. And apart from that, we always appreciate the donations of food and clothing.
Clothing that's needed for people like 66-year-old Brenda Wallace, who says she's found a sense of purpose thanks to those who treat her with love.
I can feel the energy that you give me when you give me a hug, and it just goes right through my body.
For others, spaces like this represent a second chance.
I want to be a good person.
Mark Villani, CTV News, Calgary.